Are we all strapped in? Are we all ready? It's the Magic Hat Show, episode 11. Boys and girls, ladies and gents around the world, welcome. Where you have three guys, Lee, Jam and Gabs, one club and no drama. Well, I don't know about today because it's going to be kicking off today. Thank you everyone once again. Thank you to all our new followers on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you.
Once again, it's the Renegade Master.
Once again, I have to put a little whoop whoop. Once again. So thank you for following us. And anyone wishing to follow us on both platforms, please do so at the Magic Hat Show. So what do we have for you today? We have a quick overview of our game against Molda. What is it, Jamal? Molda. And then we'll get stuck in. We'll get our vampire teeths into the Villa game yesterday. Mm-hmm. Then, second segment, we will be looking at the players' performance individually and the manager's performance. And we'll see who played for the badge and who goes in the bin. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a bumpy ride. Then, what we're going to do, we didn't manage to do it last week, so we're going to do it this week, is the criticism towards Arteta fair?
And justified.
And is it justified? And especially, you know, after yesterday's game, last night's game.
Yeah,
so,
it's a lot of criticism.
What we're going to do, we're going to go back down memory lane. Shout out to the Chung fam. They're the ones that came with the catchy chorus, back down memory lane. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's part 3 of the centre backs, the best and the worst. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll be going back down memory lane. And then we've got, yes, you've guessed it, once again, we've got the interlull where we have Gareth Southgate football. So yes, we will be taking that international break. Yawn. Yep. But what we'll do our next max predictions for when we return after the international breaks, and that is against Leeds at Ellen Road. Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah, big game.
Oh, where do we start? Anyway, what I need to say is what time of day it is. It could be morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Welcome to the Magic Hat Show. I know there's some of you that will be listening to this in your car. Lawrence, I know you'll be cruising, listening to us. So big up to you, my good man. Dele, yes, you too. And all the rest of the people out there around the world listening to us. So we're going to go to Maldives.
Without any further ado.
Let's kick this off.
Well, I must say that the Molde game, some people were hyped about the game. They were calling for
5-0.
Well, not 5-0. They're calling for Willock to be, promoted on the fast track into the first team based on his performance against Molde.
Yeah.
And I will say that he did play well.
Yeah.
But there was nothing in his performance to warrant him being promoted to the first team.
Yeah.
I thought the team, again, made unnecessary hard work, but it was a good test.
Yeah.
It was a good test for the team.
Yeah.
And having watched Bayern Munich against Dortmund on Saturday, I know jealousy crept in. Well, literally didn't crap in either. But
Proper game, yeah.
It was a reminder of how far we are away from even competing with the top boys in football in the Champions League. Yeah. We struggled against Molde, and Bayern Munich against Dortmund was a top draw game.
It was a top draw game.
Finishes were unbelievable. I'm glad we're not in the Champions League because we'd be getting record losses against some of these teams.
What I wanted to say is because, sorry to cut you, Games, I'm very, very jealous when I hear the Champions League music.
Absolutely.
And we have to hear dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Yeah.
the Europa League music.
I'm not jealous. I'm glad we're not in the Champions League because we'd be embarrassing ourselves.
It's not like, don't you think against the better sides we tend to do well? But it's just.
How did we do well against Molde? We made a pig's ear out of it.
If you compare our performances, if you compare up games against the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and you compare and you contrast that to
Molde, Rapid Vienna, Dundalk.
Exactly, and
where we have to be on the front foot.
Villa. So I think in matches where we're the underdog, we tend to do well. But when the onus is on us to actually create and take control of the game, we get exposed. I think, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. You know,
well, we're not going on to yesterday's game just yet. We're going to get our vampire teeth in that, but. With Molde, I thought they were a decent outfit.
They were very well drilled.
They were a very good team.
They were well drilled.
I thought they were.
They pressed us first half.
They
hurried us. Like they were forcing mistakes.
Yeah.
And I was actually sorry to cut you, Gab.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I was actually
talking about
I was
Willis?
actually surprised at some of the team selection because I didn't expect Willian to start. That was
for against Molde.
Yeah, because
if
you're
going
to
start,
I would expected.
No, I think Reese would have played, but he was injured.
He's injured,
so I think that's.
I would have liked Lacazette to play in that game.
Oh,
let's not get started with Lacazette just yet, or else we're gonna have a 2-hour rant about Lacazette. So let's.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do like the song says. We're gonna save the best till last. So,
firstly, my main complaint, right, is what is up with commentators in this country? Why can't they pronounce these names? Who is Aubameyang?
Yeah, they've always been shit, Gab.
Who's Aubameyang? Tony Adams kept banging on about this player called Aubameyang.
Tony Adams, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's Aubameyang. He's playing. It's like who's Aubameyang? I don't know who he is. And then the other clown was Karen Carney.
No, but a lot of them get
and she was calling Nketiah. So who's this Nketiah bloke? It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Nketiah Aubameyang.
Yeah, if you abbreviate it.
It would have been fun listening to them pronounce Awa.
Oh my gosh. But back to the game, I have to say, in the first half, Pepe, nobody's going to tell me anything about Pepe. Nobody's going to sing any songs to me about Pepe. Little boy lost in the wilderness trying to find himself. He was abysmal.
He scored a goal and assist.
He was abysmal. That doesn't cover anything.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell.
A lot of people would rather have him than Willian right now.
Yeah, but
really, they're just as bad as each other.
They're just as bad. They're not pulling up any trees. Either of them. Either of them are not pulling up any trees.
That's true, but I
thought for myself, I've put down Willian, Ceballos, and Willock were the three best performers in the first half. Now, I don't know whether you two can remember the game.
No, I do remember it, and I thought when I think we got that goal by Molde. By the way, brilliant
top draw goal.
Brilliant goal.
Wish we had somebody who could shoot from distance like that.
Can you jog my memory? How did they score?
The guy, it was a break. We lost the ball in the middle of the pitch. It was passed on quickly.
As we do. Oh, yes.
And then he bent it into the far corner.
Yeah.
It was a quality goal.
It's a brilliant goal.
Yep.
It's a brilliant goal. But I think those that were trying to carry the fight were the three that you mentioned. But I've got to give it to them.
I think the equaliser I really liked because it wasn't
that's the first time I've seen that.
Because just watching Willock run off
the
ball, and we'll come on to that later. Like half of scoring sometimes is just how badly do you want to get to the end of that ball.
Yeah, right? He busted a gut. I must admit.
I think
he was a star man for me.
Absolutely.
He was a star man. However,
he
has got to do more.
Absolutely.
Which is what Arteta said.
But don't you think he at least...
To be on the bench?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't know.
What is he going? What you want from the bench is somebody who's going to do something.
Come on and do something.
He's not going to do something. He's not going to do anything.
He can do something.
He's not going to do anything.
Willock
you just
don't
brings
know. Energy.
No, but he's doing what he needs to do now. He's
in the Europa League.
In the Europa League.
That's all the games that he's got.
Well, do it more often.
Yeah.
He should be.
You can't base it on 2 games.
Out a lot of players that could be useful.
Like Kuya, how can you base it on 2 games and say, after 2 good games
this guy
against
had 2 good
average
games.
against average teams, we're going to play him in the Premiership?
I would rather have Willock, just walking around than
a lot of Arsenal fans
watching
are clutching at straws.
Missing chances.
A lot of Arsenal fans are clutching at straws when it comes to the introduction of
true.
Pepe and Willock and Ozil.
But you're talking about you'd rather Willock than Lacazette. Willock isn't even going to play in Lacazette's place. Where's he going to fit?
I think I'd rather have him
Willock
come on rather.
Energy, correct. He brings energy, and he has done that when he's featured in Premiership games, whether he started or come off the bench. He brings energy, but his end product is what's lacking.
That's the whole
lacks.
team. But that's the whole team.
It lacks from him. When we were firing, he still lacked. Let's take the Wolves game last season.
In Willian, it's lacking in Pepe, it's lacking in Lacazette.
Yeah, but
it's lacking in.
But what experience? But at least Willian is going to bring some experience. What experience is Joe Willock going to bring?
It's
other
not
than
experience.
His
He'll bring desire, passion.
Because he did it. Oh, passion. That
old chestnut.
Come on, exactly. Passion
from the Roy Keane handbook. I thought so.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds are passing by now. I thought so. Yeah, anyway.
What happened to Smith Rowe?
At the end of the day,
where's Smith Rowe?
He's probably not ready.
Probably not ready, man.
Probably not ready just yet.
He's not ready. Listen,
a bit like
Joe. All of us here, right?
Yes, yeah.
We call council, right?
Yeah.
And we want all of our youth to succeed.
Yep.
But if they're not ready, they're not ready.
Fair enough.
Joe Willock is not ready.
Let him do it in the Europa League.
Yeah.
And I want him do it in the group stages, but then when the big teams drop out of the Champions League,
let's see what you do.
Again. Do it for the whole season. Then you'll have a claim and a stake and be pushing for the first team.
Of course.
But at this moment in time, we saw last season when he was playing in the first team, he didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
He's doing well. Yeah,
he's doing very well.
He's doing well in the Europa League against Mulder and Dundalk. But when those top boys come down, do it again.
He didn't produce it for me.
And then Arteta will rightly give him his spot. Because in his interview, Arteta did say, I want to see him do it consistently.
On a consistent basis.
2 games is not consistency.
It's not. And that goes for Pepe as well.
Well, 5 minutes would be nice from Pepe. 5 minutes of consistency would be nice.
Here we go. Heat map and stats on Pepe's game.
Listen. A lot of Arsenal fans would rather have Pepe consistently play on that side
than Willian.
Yeah,
but what does Pepe?
Fair enough. What does he bring though?
What does he bring?
Goals and assists.
And then coming back.
Where was his goals and assists yesterday?
Coming back.
Was his assists yesterday?
How many minutes? He was at least taking a shot, for God's sake.
That doesn't get us any goals, taking shots, does it?
At least take a shot, you know?
You might as well miss by a mile if you miss by an inch.
Well, he did miss by a country mile when he took a shot.
He's our what?
His star signing.
Right?
He
most expensive signing. He's not our star signing.
Listen, play him. And listen, our whole attack.
Did he not play last season, week in, week out?
We'll get to that game, but let's just wrap this game up.
Okay. So what did we think? We thought that
it was a good exercise.
Yeah, it was a good team. Wasn't expected from them.
Yeah.
They were a good outfit. They pressed.
Ole FC, yeah.
Yeah. They pressed, they hustled, they harried. But our class, I felt, shone through.
Yeah.
In the end. And we got the goals.
Yep.
To make the game look like, okay, it was a beating.
Yeah. In that game, I thought I took some notes while watching the game. Willian's corners were diabolical. You know, his dead balls are pathetic.
Current theme of the season.
Yeah, of the team, across the team. Can't we find somebody who can take a decent corner? Yeah. There's not a big, a big wallop in the air.
I've got to agree because Ceballos is poor. Pepe's mediocre. Who else takes corners?
Everybody's had a go at it. You know, I think they'll start going. If the fans were there, they'd start asking fans,
I want to play.
Who can take a corner? Who can take a corner? You can come and have a go.
Yeah, that was,
You know, but Willock, I liked his desire. You know, he burst into the box for that goal. He got fouled as well by that other guy. He was fouled twice by the same person, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he did very well. Saka was quite good in that game.
When he came on, and Nene, when they came on, they made a difference. Yeah.
And look, even Owen Hargreaves was talking about, you know, he agreed with you saying that Joe Willock has shown consistency, but I have to disagree with him on that.
They love.
He's not lying. Sport. He's not lying, is he? He's shown consistency in Europa games, Europa League games.
Yeah,
but I think it's not good enough to be in the Premier League side.
You can argue he's not good enough to start a game, but he at least deserves, in my opinion, a place on the bench, especially with the dearth in talent on the bench yesterday. There was nothing, absolutely nothing.